On this video, we're going to be talking about missing, ensuring that the rounds that you let go from your weapon system ends up where you need them to go. Here I am at the range, at the end of a range session, just doing a mag dump, letting some rounds go to ensure that the fundamentals that we all put together and we practice on a regular basis, they work. So one of the most important things is your stance. Your stance, you have to ensure that your feet are shoulder width apart. You're standing at a bladed stance, and some may suggest 1 foot slightly back versus the other. So in this video, here I am at the 30-yard line, and we're shooting at steel, 2 steel targets, and we're shooting at 1 paper target. So right now, 5 on steel, 5 on paper. The other important fundamental is grip. What I suggest is, and this is just my suggestion, 20% shooting hand, 80% offhand. Make sure you close the gap on that firearm. Make sure the firearm is pointed in a safe and clear direction. This firearm is empty. Slowly press the trigger to the rear. Fire. If you see that dot move too much, if you see that sight move too much, then obviously either you're doing too much finger or a little bit of finger, you pick your poison. One tip that I suggest that has worked for me throughout the years of handling a firearm and in my profession and passing every re-qual that I've been in. Find an empty shell casing. Pick a couple of them up at the end of your range session or before. Put them in your pocket. Take them home. They're presents, precious metals. You put it on the front of your sight post. You steadily hold the firearm. This is for demonstration purposes. Steadily hold the firearm. Put your finger on the trigger. You slowly press the trigger to the rear. Do that again. Take that empty shell casing, put it on the firearm. You use your proper grip. Finger on the trigger, slow and press to the rear. If the shell casing falls off, you're obviously doing something to cause it to fall off. And mastering this dry fire practice is something that will definitely stick with you for the rest of your life. Letting 5 rounds go at the 30-yard line, and then another 5 yards, another 5 rounds go on paper at the 30. Another 5 rounds on steel, another 5 rounds on paper. The purpose of the paper target is so that you can definitively see where the rounds have gone. You can mark them after, check them out. My round count was 29, and as we're going to take a look at the paper at the end of the video, you're going to see all 29 rounds hit. So here I am just going back and forth using the fundamentals, slowly pulling the trigger to the rear. Doing some transitional drills from one target to the next. And I can't stress this enough. It's important to ensure that you go out to the range as often as you possibly can, because it's not just about the firearm. It's about what you're doing outside of it. Are you cleaning it on a regular basis? Are you listening to tips on the internet? Are you taking the advice of others? Are you ensuring that you practice and you dry fire, dry fire, dry fire? One of the most important things that you can do. And it don't cost you anything but your time. Here I am at the 70-yard line. By no means is this easy. The whole purpose of getting up here is to ensure that all the techniques and all the practices, we put them together in a nice package so that we can effectively hit the target consistently. And that's what we're going for. not lucky shots, not random shots, not let me just let whatever I can go at the target and see what hits. But we're trying to get consistent shots because at this distance, whatever issues that you have with your trigger pull or your grip, it's going to be exaggerated. It's going to spread out drastically. So that's one of the main reasons why a lot of agencies have you shoot at the 25-yard line. Because if you're making these mistakes under a low stress environment, imagine when you're at the 7-yard line and the person's right in front of you. So it's important to get these techniques under wraps so that you can effectively hit the target. As you can see on shot number 2, missed it. Now, can't stress it enough. You're responsible for where every single round that comes out of your firearm go. Needs to say the rest of the rounds for the session was on target. So your close up of the target itself, the paper target. Yes, it was marked after the fact. Now, I was not grading this, but as you can see, there are no other holes outside of where they needed to be placed. Every week, we're going to make an attempt to come out to the range to ensure that we are practicing the fundamentals and ensuring that we are being responsible with the techniques because this is a perishable skill. It will go away if you don't use it. Once again, this is Dennis. Stay informed, stay safe.
Over 7.62.